So for me growing up, Christmas was the same every year. We went to my grandparents' farm in Spink, South Dakota, and we celebrated there. And then afterwards, we drove back to Brandon. And sometimes we would stop in Beersford and go to church. But on the way back to Brandon, driving on Interstate 29 towards Sioux Falls, there's a spot, and I think it's the Vollen exit. I'm not sure. But when you're in the back seat of a car on a clear winter's night and you look out to the west, you can see forever. I don't know how far you can see, but you can see forever. And so driving back from Spink to Brandon, all those Christmases is my favorite Christmas memory, kind of. And this summer we were driving that same stretch of road, and it occurred to me, it just kind of hit me that I should write a song about it. So I wrote a song. I wrote a Christmas song, and I'm not that great of a musician at all, and I've never written a song before, but I did it. So here you go. Oh, sometimes we would take the old highway from Spink towards Beersford and Sioux Falls, and that highway was an old concrete highway with the expansion joints. So when you drove, it would go click, 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 click. And that's what I remember about Christmas Eve. And Christmas is on the farm. Click, 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 click. Merry Christmas. Click, click. A cold window and a crowded back seat. Farm lights as far as I can see. With a trunk full of presents and a heart full of joy. Don't know what was better, the food or the toys. It was Christmas Eve on Grandma's farm. It was a crowded house and lights on the barn. There were cousins and aunts and Grandpa's guitar. Most important of all, a major, a child, and a star. Halfway home, our old country church, sitting next to my dad, the safest place on earth. The end of the service, the candles and lights, that most precious moment, that old silent night. It was Christmas Eve on Grandma's farm. It was a crowded house and lights on the barn. There were candles and hymns and bells and a choir. There were good old friends and love as warm as fire. Back home for the night in my Christmas PJs, listening to my mom talk about good old days. That night I prayed my family come to no harm, so the next year we'd have another Christmas on the farm. It was Christmas Eve on Grandma's farm many years ago. It seems so far. This family I love, we have drifted apart, but I'll never forget the joy and the love. This year I wish, please help me, oh Lord.
it's just